What is going on, guys? Sid here with another FIFA 23 video, and welcome to the RTG on this channel. So guys, right before I started recording this video, I did open up the Team of the Season daily login. And if you guys have been on track this week, right, since the La Liga Team of the Season dropped, today we tried out Castellanos. So guys, I tried him out in 2 matches right before this. I had some matches in FUT Champs qualifiers for this weekend. Guys, I'm still trying to like rebalance and reshift the priorities, right? And I do have my non-negotiables, right, in terms of like fitness and things like that, right? Because guys, like in the previous couple of videos, I told you guys I needed to take a little step back, right, to focus on my health, because my health was kind of like in decline mode, right? Like that touch grass. Touch grass is the phrase that we use in the community, in the FIFA 23 community, and in the FIFA community, and in the gaming community. And now I think it's a popularized term, right? When you're locked in a room for too long, or you're locked in a mode for too long, right? And you need to switch up the priorities and just, you know, like find a better balance, right? So in any case, guys, without being too long-winded about that, right, I did start redistributing my time, putting my activities and putting my energy, right, where my energy distribution, where my energy has been going, right? So over the weekend, right, I finally got a chance to like kind of like semi-jump back into the FIFA 23 grind, right? So I am trying to like sync up with everyone else in the community, guys. So yeah, hi guys, Sid here, yeah, reintroducing myself again, right, in the video for the second time. But guys, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your Team of the Season experience. As always, guys, it's nothing but love at the end of the day. And I hope you guys are grinding or enjoying your RTG for the most part. I know there's a lot of hiccups on the RTGs, right? Especially on next-gen consoles with cross-platforming and things like that. These things were just brought up in the community. You can see it on social media at any point in time, right? So there are like known exploits and issues and things that happen to RTG users, right? Especially like for me, right? I always say my RTG is a pure RTG, meaning there's no money put in unless I otherwise stated, right, at some point, right? But for the past couple of years, it's just been pure RTGs, right? It's been no money put in. It's just been pure grind work, right? And using whatever, you know, like if you were playing Uno or poker or anything, right? It's like one of those things where you're playing a game and your whatever hand that you're dealt, right, from the starting point, right? That's how you carry through, right, over the course of the seasons, right? Because they're chopped up a little differently in FIFA 23, right? So we are coming to the end of the FIFA 23 experience, right? And guys, I am still in squad shakeup mode, right? This is probably, I'm probably gonna title this video Squad Shakeup Part 3, right? I don't know, right? Well, it's because all the Team of the Seasons are dropping for all of the individual leagues, right? And it's just how I'm able to distribute my time throughout the day and if I can get things done, right? Lately, I've been like very low energy when it comes to like my distribution into the FIFA 23 universe, right? But I've been trying to like, you know, like take like a nice little jump back in, like just flow back in, right? And I had a couple like I was saying, right, I had a couple matches to play, right? I was like redistributing, like reorganizing my team, right? That was like the first thing I did over the weekend, right? And I did manage to get 2 player picks, right? Very casual playing experience, right? And a very underpowered team at this stage in the game, right? So I did get my 2 player picks. My 2 center midfielders are changed, right? That Marino card is absolutely insane, and that Vega card isn't bad either, right? So I'm using them in conjunction, right? And believe it or not, La Liga Team of the Season is kind of like the best budget, right? This is very strange for me to say. It's a very strange thing for me to say because in like the previous generation of the Ronaldo and Messi generation in their prime, right, La Liga was the go-to league, right? It was the go-to league. But now we're in the generation of Mbappe and Haaland. Right, so we're back, and a couple other players as well, right? But those are just 2 of the main ones, right, at this stage in this generation, right? But there are also a lot of up-and-coming players, right, in the next generation that you're just gonna have to keep your eye out for, right? So yeah, with that being said, right, I'm from the Beckham generation, guys. So I'm from the United generation, right? So in any case, right, yeah, right, and let me see, where was I going with this? So it's weird for me to say because La Liga was kind of like the popular league for so freaking long, right? They still have Modric in there, Benzema's there, Lewandowski's there, right? Ter Stegen's there. There's a lot of great catches, but the popularity has kind of like been redistributed in the past couple of years, right? Especially with the changes and just where the top tier talent has been going, right? So it's strange, right? And how I'm distributing my energy, right, during team of the season is kind of strange too, right? Because now I think I'm like prepping for like League On, right? And the Premier League, I don't think I don't know if I'm taking that seriously, right? But Bundesliga I think passed, right? I'm not even paying attention like for the most part. I don't even think I like paid attention to a lot of like team of the season stuff. I did get the Harry Kane, right? But I needed to take the break, right? So I'm playing catch up. But what I'm saying is I synced back up, right? I synced right back up, right, with the La Liga, just barely, by the skin of my teeth, man, right? I barely just jumped into the La Liga promo, right? And yeah, so Vega, Merino, right? Then I packed over the weekend. I packed Molina, right, for my right back, and in the premium La Liga upgrade packs, right? I got my center back, right? My other center back, right? My Spanish center back, right? From La Liga. So, guys, it's just one of those things where, hold on one second. Get my phone. Yeah. I literally just put together, like, I like just updated the squad, like literally last night. Right, I had enough coinage to pick up Lamela, so I'm bringing you guys up to speed, right? That special Lamela card, right? And believe it or not, he's got a 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, right? And for this stage in the game, he is much more than adequate, right? So yeah, we have David Garcia as one of my center backs, right? So I'm gonna run off. What I got my phone for was so I can run off my formation while you guys are watching the video, right? So because we just jumped into this video, right? So I went back to the 4-2-4, right? So in these FUT Champs qualifiers matches, you're gonna see what I'm running, right? So I went back to the 4-2-4, right? And it's Eusebio, right? In this video, you're gonna see Eusebio paired up with Iran, right? As my two strikers. Stoichkov is my left wing. My right wing is Lamela, right? Merino paired with Gabri Vega, right? Believe it or not, I've got Gabri Vega with a Sentinel on, and he's still the bomb diggity, right? But that Merino with the Shadow card, insane, right? And then we got Capdevila on the left as my left back. We've got David Garcia as one of my center backs. And in this video, Laporte is paired with him, right? And then Molina, and then Casillas is my goalkeeper. Now that Casillas card has been bleeding goals, right? It's a great card for maybe like 2 stages ago in the game, right? Maybe like 1 or 2 stages ago. But right now, he's just bleeding goals, guys. Bleeding goals, right? It's a good card. It's a high-rated card, but the height on the card is going to be a letdown. And it's nothing against the player. Like I always state in FIFA 23 videos, it's never anything against the player. It's usually how because you have to remember FIFA the game is not similar to real life, right? There are similarities, but it's not an accurate representation oftentimes, right? But in the game, the model for the Casillas card, he's kind of short, obviously, right? And the way just the animations work and the way there's a lot of things going against the card, right, is what I'm really trying to say, and I'm beating around the bush trying to say it, right, in the most I think you guys can figure that out, right? I'm trying to be as polite as possible about it, right? But yeah, guys, you know the deal. Like for other FIFA 23 users, you're just gonna know that the Casillas card kind of bleeds gold. There are games where he'll play decent, right? He'll play decent at best, right? Maybe like a 6 out of 10. And there are games where he's just like a flat out 2 or 3, right? But you need him for chemistry, right? So that's why Casillas was starting for me, right? So when we're picking up, right? like I know there's like so much catch up to do, right? Because this is a huge squad shakeup video, right? For FIFA 23, right? It's still a pure RTG, right? It's gonna be titled as an RTG episode, and it's going to be, yeah, the subcategory is gonna be squad shakeup, which makes sense because it is the La Liga team of the season, right? So yeah, we're jumping in these matches, right? So yeah, today. Castellanos, right, was one of the polls today. I tried him out in 2 matches, like right before this, for the qualifiers, right? I won one and then I lost one really bad, right? The card, what I'm going to tell you, he only scored like, I think 2 goals in the first match. No, I think it was like 1 goal, 1 assist. That was like literally it. Yeah, the card, it's just not a good card. I was using him with an engine chem style. Obviously, you can use him with the hunter chem style and just max him out on the pace and the shooting and not really worry about the dribbling or anything else. And he has high work rates. He's got a 5-star weak foot, and I think what I recall was like a 3 stars in terms of like skills. I think that's what it was, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? So he's gonna feel like a low tier version of like the Harry Kane archetype, right? Yeah, 5-star weak foot, 3-star skills, right? So and he plays for Girona. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you guys, right? Where that's concerned. But last night before I went to bed, I did pick up that MLS Chiellini, right? That MLS team of the season moments Chiellini, right? So Chiellini is a top tier center back, right? Chiellini, Ramos, Van Dijk, Maldini, they're all in the same bracket of center backs, right? So Chiellini is absolutely insane, right? In game, how does he play? He plays insanely good. The only thing is, he's older now, right? And his moments card, if you look at how the stats are distributed, right? You only can use him as a second half super sub. The stamina, or you can start him and then sub him out immediately, like 30-minute mark or something like that, right? By the way, those Martinelli goals that my opponent scored in this match was absolutely killer, right? So, yeah, the Chiellini card, really good. It's a class card. It's a really good card for the stage in the game, but you have to look at the stamina very carefully, right? I'm using him with the Shadow Chem style as a second half super sub, right? And it's just absolutely insane. But guys, I send it back, right? I started coasting in this match, right? I know I'm talking your ears off, but it's a lot of catch up to do, right, on this RTG. And I do apologize once again, right, for taking that step back. But guys, when I tell you my conditioning was bad, it was terrible. It was some of the worst conditioning I've ever had in years of my life, right? Still kind of like with this lingering cough, like it's on and off, but it's probably just changed the season this time around, right? So, yeah, so, hitting the gym like crazy, right? The weather's good. I know a lot of my friends and a lot of my peer groups, they're gonna be, a lot of people in my peer group are gonna be doing the same thing, right? They're just gonna be hitting the gym, going outside, touching grass, doing all that good stuff as well, right? And we're playing FIFA 23, right? And guys, Stoichkov, guys, hat trick with Stoichkov. This is like one of like the first cards offered, right? And he's still going, not the first, right? He's like one of the first top tier cards offered, right, in FIFA 23, and he's still as good, right, at this stage in the game, right, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. I want to get that Carrasco done as well, right, as a super sub maybe, right? If I find time, I'll grind to that as well, right? But I had these like remaining matches. Had I not used the Castellanos, right, today, right, while I was doing my qualifiers, I would have probably qualified with a higher ranking, but who cares? These things mean nothing, right? It's just like I'm not playing to be at a pro level. I'm playing to just kick back. And lately, I've taken my foot off the gas in like previous years, right? Because I'm thinking about FIFA 23 in terms of sustainability and fun factor, right? You gotta strike a good balance. And whatever that balance looks like for each individual is gonna be completely different, right? So yeah, no bones about it. I kind of like the team that I put together on my RTG, and it's surprising that Aloran at this stage in the game, he is absolutely insane. He's still insanely good at striker position, right? There's a lot of different cards, right? But the way the work rates, the way the stats are distributed, the work rates, everything about the RTG card in game, he feels absolutely clean in game, right? Mbappe as well, of course, right? There's just a lot of cards that are really good, really comparable as well. But I'm telling you right now, for what I drew in FIFA 23, what I particularly drew, right? Mbappe, that Mbappe card that I completed, the 92, and the LRN, right? Pretty much, they both can serve as a starting striker even at this stage in the game, right? So, no complaints there, right? The Harry Kane, I don't know what's going on with the team of the season Harry Kane card. I was using him. I packed him early on. I was using him and he felt really good and he felt really clean. And then he felt I was using him with like an engine, right? And then there were just like games where he either didn't show up or his activity level was strange or he just wasn't making the runs the way I liked it. It's a strange card. It's a strange card, right? So the way I worked around my team, right? When you guys are seeing this video, which is literally Tuesday, May 23rd, right? When you guys are seeing this video, how I like for the time I barely put in time, right? Over the past few weeks, right? So when I came back to it, right? When I came back to the grind, it was just like, okay, I had some significant coinage build up, which is a good thing, right? Because just from the packs out was the SBCs I was completing, marquee matchups, etc., and just like grinding on the phone and just pulling coinage from wherever I could, right? From a grinding perspective, right? Because like I said, it's still pure RTG. That counter has stayed at 50, that FIFA points counter, and it will stay there. Being as transparent as I possibly can be, right? It's just a lot of grind work. So in any case, I'm just kidding when I'm saying that. If you guys didn't catch it, but yeah, guys, I had some time yesterday to grind. Like I spent like a significant amount of time yesterday because I was like sore, so I redistributed the energy and I was just like, okay, let me just jump into FIFA 23, right? I'm like, okay, so try out the Lamella. So now I'm thinking to myself, is it necessary? Because in the back of my head, I wanted Ter Stegen, right, as my goalie to like replace Casillas, and then I wanted Raphinha, that Raphinha card. But I just checked like the counter, and I'm like, it's only got like 2 days. Like yesterday was 3 days. Now it's 2 days remaining to complete the Raphinha card, right? So like in the back of my head, I'm like, do I have enough time? I haven't been logging into FIFA 23. Can I do it? Can I not? And I don't want to rush and just do something stupid, and then that SBC just disappears, right? Had that counter stayed longer, right? Maybe like 2 weeks or something like that, like I would have contemplated it, right? Contemplated getting the Raphinha done. But it's something that you'd have to dump all your energy and all your time into to get those blocks completed, right? And at this stage of the game, it is feasible. It is possible to do, right? I see a lot of people using the card. Yesterday when I was doing the FUT Champs qualifiers, I think one of my losses came from a person using the Raphinha card, right? So Ter Stegen and Raphinha would help in terms of chemistry, right? So right now, guys, we're switching over to the MLS Team of the Season portion. We do the MLS Team of the Season upgrade, right? And obviously, I'm gonna look for something insane, right? But then when the La Liga Team of the Season upgrade shows up, right, in the coming days, right? Hopefully, I have enough fodder. That's number one. Number two, hopefully I pull something absolutely insane, because I did not expect to be like resyncing in FIFA 23, right, all of a sudden, and then just ending up with a completely like Hail Mary of a team, right? Just out of the blue, just coming up with a La Liga team, like a La Liga side, right? A La Liga squad. Because all year round, I was running Prem, Icon, League On hybrid, right? So now it's completely different, right? So guys, what you're gonna see right here, I packed a duplicate Molina, right? So I got Lamella. I picked up Lamella because he helped Molina with the chemistry, right? So because you know how the chemistry, everyone knows how the chemistry system is this year, right? It's just strange. But guys, I freed up some coinage, right? Right at the end of the video, at the end of this video, coinage freed up. easy enough, right? So I just quick sold this so I could get this video out to you guys, right? I didn't want to waste time. Obviously, I don't like wasting cards or wasting anything, right? But when you're running a pure RTG, you try to minimize the waste, right? But you also have to cater for time. So guys, yeah, like I was saying, this Casillas was like bleeding me goals. So guys, I think you guys can figure out where this is headed, right? So yeah, I do have Guimaraes on my bench. I have a lot of really cool cards that made it onto my bench, right? That could not, for chemistry reasons or for whatever reason, could not make it into my starting side, right? So yeah, the MLS Team of the Season player pack, guys, you're gonna see who I pull here. Team of the Season, Drusy. The card, you could play him as a decent. His passing stats are really good. The dribbling stats are really good. His pace is really good. His shooting is really good. His physicality, I think his aggression's a little low, but you can use him with a hunter or you can use him with an engine. If you're gonna play him with as a cam, you use the engine, right? Use him with an engine cam style. But if you're gonna play him as a striker, use him with a hunter chem style, right? So he's got 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Obviously, it's not ideal, right, for the stage in the game. It's definitely not, right? But really good passing stats on the card, right? It's a decent enough card. And I was like, okay, you know what? These premium La Liga upgrades are kind of like dishing out. So I was like, let me try my luck again, right? I had some like bonus, goal rares in the club, and I was like, okay, you know what? Before we shake up the squad completely, right, and I show you what the squad's gonna look like, let's just open up one more of these for good luck, see if we get anything good. No, we do not. And ladies and gentlemen, you will now see at the end of this video what my team is looking like. Guys, bada bing, bada boom. I think you guys could tell, right, from where I was heading the conversation, right, where I was directing the conversation. Guys, we have Ter Stegen on as our goalkeeper now, so hopefully we don't bleed as many goals. We're going to start Ramos and Mbappe going forward, which is perfectly fine. If I could adjust it a little bit better, make it a little cleaner, use a different player, we will, but this is perfectly fine. Guys, for now, right? Guys, peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. Sid out. Hope you guys are enjoying Team of the Season.